Hello everyone, Madaya and Shalom. And my baby says hi too. Yes, she is. So I had more family coming over for the holidays. And, I'll have some friends over on the 31st. I know, busy schedule, so many things happening. There's always a lot of Christmas parties and events happening, especially when it's December. I mean, also because, year end, so it's like year end parties and stuff like that. And because people have Christmas bonus, I guess we have more generous people at this time compared to the other months of the year. As I said in my previous video, my family and I are calling this the cultural Christmas, and we will have our family Christmas, my immediate family, with my siblings, maybe sometime April or June or July. And some of my friends, the ones who follow biblical feasts, actually said, no, we'll have a bigger celebration during Shavuot or something. Which I agree. Okay, let's have that. Okay, but still, in its essence, cultural Christmas is supposed to, when it was established by the Roman Church, it was supposed to commemorate Jesus' birthday. Yes, they put it during Saturnalia, but it was supposed to be Christmas because it was supposed to be Christus Mass. Jesus or Christ Mass, Mass for Christ. Christ means the anointed. So it's supposed to have a nice, lovely, meaningful Mass for him. It's just that they also sort of injected a lot of their pagan stuff in it, like Christmas tree, Yule logs, Advent wreath, Advent candle, things like that. Okay, that's up to you if you want to put it there or not. Frosty the Snowman, it's not even biblical, or Santa Claus, because the real Santa Claus was never about a December 25. The real Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, was all about the church. He's a bishop of the church. He loved Jesus to the point of he got jailed. Some say he got tortured. We don't know if he did or he did not. But he was really a follower of Jesus. So if we're emulating somebody like Saint Nicholas, then let's emulate that part of him. The part where he really loved Jesus, or Yeshua. He was not yet Jesus until the 15th century. So even Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, might be calling him Yeshua, or in Greek, Isus. So it's a celebration of his birth, not his birthday, because Jesus was not born during winter. Otherwise, the flocks wouldn't be out. It would be too cold. They were out in the field, which means it would be sometime spring or summer. So the date would be Shavuot, they say, if you count, how many months and stuff. And what's this? Because there are some clues that you can get in the Bible, like Mary's supposed to conceive on the 6th month when Elizabeth was pregnant, and if you calculate other dates around that, when Zechariah was in the temple, why he was in the temple, so you should arrive in the date of Shavuot. But anyways, later. Let's talk about Jesus' birthday, because he is the reason for the season. That's why it's Christmas. It's supposed to be all about the Christ, the anointed. Christ means the anointed one. Okay, so we are secularizing Christmas. Yeah, we have, everyone's like, oh, it's all about being generous, it's all about family. Yes, it's all about family too, because to a family was given Yeshua, to Mary's family and Joseph's family, and what's this, they in Jewish society, it's never just the two of them. It's really a not communal, community thing. Okay, so there are a lot of family around Jesus because when Mary and Joseph went to Bethlehem, where they had to go for for the census, they weren't alone. There were family members there. So when they got there with family members, there was no room in the inn. We don't even know if it's an inn or a relative's house. There was no room. So they were put in the manger, and a manger isn't exactly like a hovel. Some say a manger is usually the downstairs part of the house, and everybody would be at the second floor. And since the place was like full of relatives, they had no choice but to be downstairs, especially Mary is giving birth. Maybe she cannot climb the stairs. So Jesus's birth is not like portrayed as lowly, messy. Giving birth is messy, but it was not lowly. Yes, animals are supposed to be down there. Yes, he was put in a trough because there was no place to put him. Yes, there was a manger, and there were, and I already said this in a previous video, that the shepherds who came that night, who ministered to Mary and Jesus, were Levitical shepherds. So why, if Jesus is the reason for the season, why are we secularizing Christmas? Why do we have to take religion out? It is the most religious thing in the world. Get it? It's the reason for Christianity is Christ. And you're taking that away from the most important festival, the most important celebration in the whole of creation, his birth, him coming down to earth, God with us, Emmanuel. You're taking that away and putting Santa Claus, an invention of a Santa Claus there with Jack Frost and Frosty the Snowman and a Christmas tree and all that. Yeah. Yeah. It is signs of the end times when we are pushing Jesus away from our lives. That is part of the end times. And before you guys say I'm not a religious person, I'm not a religious person, okay? I love Jesus, but I don't go to church because churches right now have lost their essence, are so man-made, and are so, I don't know, maybe I have to look for one that's more biblically oriented, and even Bible churches aren't exactly biblical anymore. Anyways, that's for a different time. What I'm saying right now is the reason for the season is being pushed out and is replaced by over commercialization. Santa Claus, the red guy is actually the most commercial symbol in the world, and anyways, I want everybody to remember, if you are celebrating this December 25, this season, this Christmas season, remember the Christ in Christmas. It's not an Xmas. I know sometimes I use Xmas, but don't forget Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Anointed. He is anointed by God. He chose to come down to earth to save us, to be there. This is one of the most important days in all creation, apart from creation itself and his death and resurrection. He had to come here first before he got killed and before he resurrected. So this is a very important time to celebrate. And if we're celebrating it, do not forget him. It's not about the gifts. It's not about the food. Because sometimes, we just forget it all. We just want a vacation. We just want the Christmas bonus. We lose the essence of the why of the season. So that's it. I just want to put my 2 cents in. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.